Sometimes you may want to turn and be like, that's what's up. Hey man, it is the Ace Michaels Show, and we are happy to have you on board this potty train. And if you ever want to be a guest here, I just want you to know this is how it works. You can call in, right? You can call and say, hey, I want to be a guest on the show, in which case you call 702-540-3498, and we'll put you on the show. You can also, forget that madness, you don't even have to call. You can email, okay, because you a player. You can email us, beonthebuzz@yahoo.com, and we'll put you on the show, and that is what's up. You can share your ideas, opinions, suggestions, convictions, beliefs, all that right here for free on the show. Today, we are talking to an independent business woman who is doing her thing. Sabrina is here from, tell me the name of your company again.
Glamour Cuffs and Chains.
From Glamour Cuffs and Chains, not in that way. And she's going to talk to us a little bit about her business and what it is and how it came to be and what's up with it. So, Glamour Cuffs and Chains.
Well, we are a
very hard to Google on the internet, by the way.
Yeah, don't do that. We thought about changing the name a couple of times, but
I like it. Change it. I like it.
Well, some of the followers that we get on Facebook are...
Yeah, exactly.
So we are a family-owned business native to Las Vegas.
Nice.
We started out just doing it as a hobby, and then we figured out that we could get it out into the public, and we liked the way our products looked on other people. So it's just really fun, and it brought us together as a family. So all of these events that we're doing, it's really been fun for us.
Now, I am interested about the name because the name is definitely a conversation starter. Glamour Cuffs and Chains is what exactly?
Well, we make custom bracelets and keychains, and we also do necklaces, but our specialty is keychains and bracelets. So that's where cuff and chains came from. I thought we were being clever.
I think you should keep the name because a lot of people are going to get some kind of wrong impression, but that's going to be even funnier about it. You know, it's like if there's some kind of way to tie a gingerbread man into a story, you do, and then it freaks people out. But anyway, no, that's very cool. Now, you guys make jewelry.
Yes.
Is that hard?
Sometimes, yeah, depending on what style of jewelry you're doing. If you're creative enough, anything's possible. I've had days where I've made so much product that my fingers are raw. So it's hard in that sense, but it's a good creative process. because you start out with all these beads. You're like, well, how can I make that look nice? And you try something once and it doesn't look good, so you untie it and do it all over again.
Now, is there a wrong way to do it? Like, if I don't know much, let's presume that I don't, right? Can I mess this up somehow? Can I take like the wrong size beads and put them with the wrong, like, square beads and oval beads, and maybe there's a faux pas, like you're never supposed to mix the purple beads with the green beads, like, you know what I mean? Like how do you know what works and what doesn't work?
Well, what works for you may not work for somebody else.
Okay.
That's why we do custom.
Okay.
So let's just say you like green and gold.
Which I do. I'm good with that.
Not everybody likes those colors, so what works for you may not work for them. But what I would tell to somebody who's just starting to make jewelry is experiment. You know, like I said, you can always redo it and start all over again.
Play around with different things.
Yeah.
Now, is this jewelry making, is it just, I'm going to put it like this, I'm not very politically correct, so I'm just going to say it like this, okay? Is this like a girl's gig? Like, can guys get into this too? Do guys get into it? You got some guys that get into it?
Yeah, I've seen men.
I'm talking about manly men, though.
Manly men. Manly men. At our last show, we had a gentleman come up and buy 3 bracelets. He didn't even want to try them on. He just wanted the bracelets.
That might have been for some of his cuffs and what work. You know what I'm saying?
Cuffs and
He's
chains.
like, hey, okay, I just need 3 bracelets. Don't ask me why.
I need 3
just
cuffs.
Need them right now.
But I've seen a lot of men do wire wraps, which is you take a precious stone and some copper wire and you make intricate designs with it. A lot of men are very talented at making jewelry.
Interesting. So we're living in a very interesting time now. Like when I was a kid growing up, I was growing up in the 80s where guys did become Boy George and Prince and Michael Jackson, but mostly guys were trying really hard to be masculine. That was like a big thing. They were really trying to be macho guys. And now we're in a day and age where it's kind of like people's badge of courage to say, I'm trans or I'm this or I'm that. Like it's more like, hey, you just got to know that I do whatever I want and I'm an individual and that's how I get down, right? So it would seem like if you're in a business where you're allowing people to make jewelry or you're giving them jewelry, isn't that a super personal statement? Like what would be more of a personal statement than the jewelry that you wear? Like that's like you showing the world like,
your
hey,
identity.
I get down like this. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's all about freedom of expression. I'm all for that. I've struggled with that for many years. You know, I want to be in a workplace where I'm free to express myself. As you can tell, I have very long dreadlocks, and I like colors and beads, and I want to be free to express who I am and what makes me happy.
Right.
And I think that if other people see me do that, they feel more comfortable to be free and express themselves.
So what's the end game for a jewelry manufacturer? Like, do you one day want to be Bainbridge Jewelry Company where like you're that well known for doing your own thing, or like what's the end game? Where do you guys go from here?
Well, not necessarily. The end game for me is there is not really an end game with us. You know, we love making jewelry and we love getting out there and meeting people. We love expressing our creativity. You know, up until this point, none of us really had any outlet to express our creativity. So this is really fun for us, and we just love getting out and meeting people, and a little extra dough don't hurt.
Right. And you're from Las Vegas, so you're meeting a lot of local people. I would imagine a large percentage of your customers are local, Las Vegas based, right?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, occasionally you get the tourist that's at the casino that's staying there for a couple of days and heard about the event, but mostly local people.
And so this is your only job now?
I am a stay-at-home mom, so
wow.
That's my number one
job. That's the job. Forget about the rest. That's the job. That is the job. Wow. Okay. So you're still able to do this while you're raising independent, educated, young, responsible Americans.
Yes, actually, my daughter is 5, and she helps me.
Good.
She's made
Keep her off
almost
them
half.
streets, homie. Good.
She's made almost half my stock, so.
Nice. Child labor. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, support this business because they use children. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! God bless America. There's a funny joke. If anybody ever watches, the show's called Flight of the Conchords.
I've seen it before.
Right. These guys are amazing with their comedy. And one of the bits they did on stage was the guy says, he goes, I don't understand why I'm paying $100 or more for a pair of sneakers when I know that you guys are using foreign children to make these sneakers. And so, I mean, how much is your overhead? How much could your overhead possibly be if you got kids to make them for free? Why do I still pay $100? It was just so funny. I'm clearly not the stand-up comedian, so don't use my reference. Go to Flight of the Conchords and watch it. It's funny. But anyway, so Sabrina, so you guys are doing very well with your business, and you stay-at-home mom, you're raising the kids. Why did you decide that this was a good idea business for you? With so many things you could have been. You could have been an Avenger or an X-Man. You know what I'm saying? Why do this?
Well, it started out as just a hobby.
Dreadlock girl.
Dreadlock girl.
Dreadlock girl, we need you right now.
It's my chopper. Well, it started out as just a hobby.
1 second. Dreadlock girl, not to be used. Okay, because we got you got to tell
it's
we got people.
copyrighted.
Yeah, we got people who watch this on the internet be like, oh, dreadlock girl, don't even get started. The answer is no. Call our lawyer. Dreadlock girl, not to be used.
I'm gonna attach some razor blades and.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I'm sorry. Go
They're
ahead.
used as weapons. So anyway, it started out as just a hobby for me personally. It's something that I just wanted for myself, to say I made this, and I found out that a lot of people wanted them. So I was like, well, maybe I could sell them and make some money.
Absolutely. I have to address the elephant in the room. The question that I really want to ask has been on my mind. I have to get to, and it's, did you use this to hook up with your guy? Like, did you use this jewelry making as a ploy to hook your man? Because that's what I would do. If I could make jewelry, I would be all about it. I'd be like, yo, I happened to make this bracelet last night because you was on my mind. You know what I'm saying? So, did you meet your guy before or after this jewelry business?
Before.
Okay, so it didn't happen. Okay, so then my other question, elephant in the room, is so you did meet him after. So how does he feel?
No, before.
Before. So you met him before, but you started the business after.
Right.
So then how does he feel about this? Oh, man, you got to work on beads. Come on, babe. Like, this is our night.
Well, I like working for myself. I can make jewelry whenever I want, whenever I feel like it. I don't have to wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning and jump in the rat race.
Right.
And he does the same thing. So we're very fortunate that
that's cool.
We both make our own living and we make our own schedules.
Would you say that that's what it takes to make a relationship work? You guys got to be on the same page, right?
Well, it's all about the individual. Of course, you have to be on the same page. But, you make it work.
And that's a good thing. That's awesome. So, okay, we want to buy some now. We are sold. We got committed after this conversation. We're like, oh my God, let me go to this CUFFS page right now. All right, so
gotta give me some chains and cuffs.
Yeah, you gotta get chains and cuffs. So how do we go about purchasing? How do we go about contacting? How do we stay in touch on that www?
On that www. You can go to our website. It's www.glamourcuffs.com.
Love that name.
You can send us an email with your custom order. Everything that we do is custom. We don't make two pieces alike.
Nice.
We also do a lot of arts and crafts festivals. We do the Sirens Expo.
Right. That's right. Plug that bad boy. Yeah.
We'll be there. Hoping to meet some new people, new vendors, new clients. And you can check our booth out there.
Nice.
And all of our items are about $10 to $25.
So
not going to break
it's a
the bank.
reasonable, yeah, it's a reasonable thing, which is important because if you like jewelry, you probably like a lot of jewelry, and it would be expensive to try to go and stay up with all the new things that come out, and you're like, oh my gosh, I want it, but I gotta decide if I get this or get this. Hey man, it's been Sabrina on the show today on the Ace Michael Show, and talking about, say my name again, glamourcuffs.com.
Glamourcuffs.com.
Glamourcuffs.com. I dare you to go to church and say it, homie. I just dare you. Anyway, it's a great, great business. They will be at the Sirens Expo, so you guys can come see them live at the table, meet them, shake hands, ask silly questions, do silly things, take foolish selfies. You know how we do when we're in public. So that's what's up. And you know what I say at the end of every show, man? Live the life you love. Love the life you live. Thank you.
Thank you.